G'day Australia, Scott from Smart Kids Australia. You might remember this clown. It's Vic from such memorable classics as Ibis 2020.
Yep.
Ibis 2021. And my good mate, he's come out here to give me a hand today to throw some floor sheeting up here, and it is going to be epic. What temperature is it?
I think it's about 31, 32.
Ooh, it's going to be
Sun's right there in our face.
A balmy 85. 85 humidity and about 31, 32 degrees. It's going to be scorcher. But I sucked Vic in for an hour. It's his birthday, and so I bought him whiskey, and he gave me an hour of his time. Happy birthday.
Fair deal.
All right, let's get into this. We'll throw some time lapse on, and we'll throw these floor sheets up. We've got 17 sheets. Let's see how quickly we can get it done.
Sure, let's
Rip
go.
in. Alrighty, we've just hauled in 17 sheets. Vic, we got blood.
You got blood.
We got blood.
You got sweat.
We got busted thumb. We got sweat.
You got a busted leg, I guess. Find out tomorrow.
According to the heart rate monitors, one of us should be dead by now. But we smashed that in like less than an hour.
Less than an hour.
100%. All right, Smart Kids
True
Australia.
labour.
Get those sheets up there.
Keep building.
See you later, Vic.
See you, man. Pleasure.
Scott from Smart Kids Australia, and I guess by now you're probably pretty used to my head, and if you haven't seen part one of my series with regards to this second level extension that I'm building at my house, I would suggest you go back and watch them from one through to where we are now to get a feel for what this project is and how much I've done here on the weekends for the last few months now. And this weekend, as you know, this is part two of the one video, is that I was putting floor sheeting up on the second level today. We got those floor sheets up there yesterday, and my good mate Vic came around and gave me a hand. That was on the Saturday morning to get the 17 sheets up there. That was a heck of a job, I tell you. Those things, 3.6 meters long, 800 mil wide, awkward, heavy, 19 mil yellow tongue sheet. That stuff is not easy to move around, especially when you're trying to get it 3.5 meters in the air. And despite my good plans and safe work method statements and all the things that I do, putting that first sheet up, I was about 2 steps up on the ladder. The weight of it pushed me back, and I fell into my boundary fence and punched a big hole through the fence. So things happen. I was all right, you know, I wasn't injured, but it was fun, and a reminder, a timely check to double check my surroundings and make sure that what I'm doing is correct and accurate and the right way to do it to be safe as well. It's one thing to build your own project, but it's also really important to take into consideration that this is a building site, it's a job site, and if you had any tradesmen at your place, they'd be carrying out a site safety audit, following through on their SWMS, their safe work method statement, and following all the rules and guidelines. And so it was a good reminder for me that when you start throwing heavy things around at 3.5 meters, that make sure that you've got your footing correct and you're stabilised and ready to go. And we're probably cutting in some video as I'm speaking right now of that flooring up on that second level, and I've been up there yesterday and today and got all those sheets up, and I've still got a little bit to do over in the wet area, but the 3/4 of the second level floor is up. It's just after lunch on Sunday. I've got a carport being built at my house this week. I've got one of my build teams coming around, and we'll be hooking into that big insulated skillion carport, and I'll be shooting plenty of content around that one for you guys in the coming weeks to check out as well. But at this stage, second level floor is up, which means that we're almost at that point where I'm going to get scaffolding around here and prep up to get the roof on this thing. But I've got a couple of weeks holidays coming up in April, and I was hoping to be able to get all that done before I go, but given family commitments and a few other bits and pieces, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So you guys are going to get 7 or 8 parts to this series before I go on holidays, and then like any good series on Netflix, you're going to have to wait for the season finale as I finish it out throughout the rest of the year. I hope you've enjoyed this journey. If you have, hit the thumbs up button, help the algorithmic traction, share it with anyone you know who's thinking about having a crack at one of these projects themselves.